Hey friends, happy Monday. Happy beginning of the work week. Happy middle of January. Happy 2025 if you haven't seen me yet this year. And I hope you all managed to find me. I think I made about 8 different events in Facebook, so I hope you are all in the right event. Um, but anyway, I'm glad that you're here and welcome. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's A Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and or put hashtag replay in there. That way I am notified whenever you hop on to start watching. I do want to let you know I'm live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person is probably watching on a different platform. Also, if at any time you like what you see and think others should watch this project, or you just want to help my channel, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and do those things that are right up here in the board. So hit the thumbs up button, hit that heart button, follow, subscribe, notify, and as always, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. Let me see. Oh, it was just Facebook telling me that I need to follow my own page. Check. With that, let's go to the comments. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And as others hop in, we will say hi as well. But with that, let's go ahead and flip the camera and get started. Since I am a little late this evening. I had the day off today, so I just have been flying by the seat of my pants. And so I'm a little late today. But again, welcome if you're watching. So we are going to be making some cute little hot cocoa packets or favors out of lunch bags. I technically, in all full disclosure, I bought all of this stuff in November because I was going to make some Christmas stocking stuffers to put in my vendor booth spaces. I thought these would be cute little inexpensive stocking stuffers that people might want to purchase last minute, or just as cute little stocking stuffers, or like coworker gifts or friend gifts or neighbor gifts. But alas, Christmas has come and gone. I was going to make some winter-themed ones. I thought that would be appropriate for the hot cocoa, but I totally pivoted, and now they are becoming Valentine's Day favors. These would be really cute if you are needing some coworker gifts, or if you're going to be at some craft fairs this winter. I'm going to make them for my vendor spaces and sell them for maybe $3 to $5, and hopefully it'll be just an easy way to use up some of my paper, some of these sacks that I had in my stash, and this stuff that I bought for Christmas stocking stuffers, and Christmas is over. So I just started with some white lunch sacks, or you can do brown lunch sacks. So I got both of these packets at Walmart. I did check my Walmart. Actually, the Walmart website did not have these listed for sale. But I bet you could find some equivalent on Amazon. They are about 5 1/8 by normally 10-ish, 10 3/8 maybe. I did cut a little bit off. So that's the size of these. So I cut them off to about 9 1/4. They have the little, actually I have them right here. So here's the ending. Oops. Kaboom. So it normally has this little piece on it right here that has the serrated edge. So these are actually, these are 11 1/2. These might be a little taller than the craft bags are, but so I cut mine at about 9 1/4. The craft bags are also 9¼ Okay, so I have those cut, and I folded them either direction. On this one, I folded it so that the bottom portion will be covered by paper. On this one, I happen to fold that same edge inside of itself so that I didn't have to worry about it. If you fold them like this, then you have to glue these two pieces come apart like kind of like a little duckbill. So I did run some glue under there to keep that from coming apart. I wished I had another bag, but I don't see one. But that's what happened if you fold it up like this. You're going to have to glue the front piece to the back piece right there. If you fold them, did I do this one? This one doesn't have it for some reason. If you fold it like this, then you don't have to glue it. I don't know why. I must have glued that part. Okay, so anyway, just a side note. So we'll do the white bag. And so my measurements for my paper matting, we'll go ahead and cut this paper. I pulled this paper from a very old Pebbles paper pack called Forever My Always. I don't even know if it has a date on. Oh yeah, 2016. That's how old it is. So it's really old. So my apologies. You probably won't find it. So I just picked out for all of these. I picked out like 3 different patterns. So these are the 3 patterns I'm going to use. But like on this one, I used one pattern for the pocket mat. I used another pattern for the inside pocket mat, and I used another paper piece for the backside. So that's what those look like. This is just a Walmart, or not a Walmart, but an older Hobby Lobby paper pack. Okay, so this is going to be, I believe, my pocket matting. So it needs to be like it needs to be 3 by 5, and you need to worry about your direction if you have a directional piece of paper. Okay, Miss Ashley. So this is going to be 3, and then it needs to be 5. Okay. So we'll put that away, and then this inside pocket mat, which is again this piece, needs to be 5 by 5. How are you doing, Miss Ashley? 5 by 5. That top part has a perforation, so I'm going to cut that off. And then our back piece, which is this full piece of paper, needs to be 5 by 5 7/8. So I think I want this, so it'll go on the bottom portion. So I need to cut on this side. So 5. So I'm going to cut this little flower off. And then 5 7/8. 22. Jason says he recognizes that trimmer. Yes, if you're at Michael's and you like the We Are Memory Keepers things, most of the We Are Memory Keepers stuff at Michael's was on clearance. So this was normally like $35, and I got it for $20. And it's a scoreboard and a trimmer, so it'll be perfect for in here. I already have one of these at work. That way, if I'm crafting on my lunch hour, I've got a scoreboard and a trimmer. So this needs to be 5 7/8. I'll just go ahead and throw that little piece away. Okay, I just got it this weekend. So I think I'm done with that. Okay, so then we just need to glue our pieces on. I'm just going to show you real quick. Ashley said that was a good deal. Yeah, most of the We Are Memory Keepers stuff was on clearance. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite new little gadgets. I've had it for a couple months. It's the My Sweet Petunia glue press. So it comes with this bottle of Nouveau glue. My favorite glue, however, is the Verily Arts glue, but I've also used Art Glitter glue. And the cool thing is it comes with an extra empty bottle. So I've filled this with my Verily Arts glue. It is almost out, so I'm just trying to use up some of this Nouveau glue. And your little lid fits right there. And while you're not using it, it sits in there, so your glue is always at the tip of your glue is always at the tip of your bottle. And then there's a cute little, you see that pink thing in there? That's kind of just a little silicone rubber piece that kind of caps your glue while you're not using it. So fun little kitty gadget. So I'm just going to add some glue really quickly. And if you have a hard time squeezing your glue bottles, it's fantastic for that. I'm just going to add, and I probably add way too much glue. So I'm just going to add my paper mat here. And the nice thing about wet glue, which, darn it, I should have cut off the left of the perforated edge on this piece, but oh well. Wet glue gives you a little bit of time to move it. I'm just using this little just trying to adhere my paper. These paper bags aren't the flattest thing in the world, so I really like to burnish my paper down. I'm very type A, sadly, when it comes to gluing things on my paper projects. So I'm just going to kind of dry fit it to see where I need to put it. So then we'll add some more glue. Really quick. So everyone have a good weekend. What did Jason say about me too? So I'm just going to burnish it down. And I don't go all the way down, just mainly to kind of save paper. You could if you wanted to. I do make sure it goes down far enough that you won't see it when you pop open the pocket. I'm just trying to get all my edges down. And if one of your edges is pulling up, the nice thing is I can just put a little spot of glue there. Okay. I'm going to open this one up backwards. Oh, did I miss a comment? Did it actually say she was ready for the... Oh, she said she was doing good, ready for the cold to be gone, and that's why Jason was saying me too. Ashley said she had a good weekend, didn't really do anything. Our weekend was good. We finally got to go to Oklahoma City. It was the third weekend that we tried to go. You know, the first weekend after the new year, it snowed here 13 inches. And then the next weekend, it snowed there 4 inches, and 4 inches there is probably equivalent to our 13 inches. And so we finally went this weekend. So we spent it with Jason's cousin and her roommate. It was fun. So we finally got all of our Christmases out of the way. It was a good time. We took Luna, so that was an experience. She usually gets kenneled, but they talked us into taking her, and she did actually really well. We did have to give her some trazodone for the car ride. She did pretty good, and she did good there. They spoiled her rotten. I'm sure she probably didn't want to leave. She wanted to probably stay there. Okay, so once your paper is on, oops. Then you're just going to want to glue up your sides. So I just put a little tiny, just a little run of glue up each side. So just, I don't know if you can see that white glue on my white bag. And then I just press it down pretty good. Just to try to get all those layers together. And if you want to, I happen to have a couple little paper clips here. You can just kind of keep your paper clips on there. And then you'll just let that one dry. So there's our front side. And then there is the back side. I just love that graph paper. So we'll just set this one aside and let it dry. So that I'm going to add some Swiss Miss milk chocolate. And I originally got the milk chocolate because it was red for Christmas. And I got these Biscoff cookies. You can get them in a package of 10. And I have, this came in a package of 30. But if you don't want to do 30, you can just get the smaller packs. But I did link the 30 count hot chocolate, the 10 count Biscoff. So I linked those in the comments. I forgot to link everything else. So here's kind of what my, what I kind of started working on this morning. So I actually dug into some of my scrap paper, and I didn't really like the red Biscoff label for this particular paper pack. Like I have a bunch of these that have kind of the pinks, the greens, and the blacks together. So I didn't think the red looked very good. It looks okay with this because there is red in some of these. Like this one has a little bit of red. This one has a little bit of red. So it looks okay with this paper pack, but it didn't look good with this. So I went through and I covered every single one of them with just some really inexpensive one-sided paper from my stash. And it was a great way to get rid of paper. So these are 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I started one end on the back and I just wrapped it around and used some sticky tape to hold it. So I have these little Biscoff cookie things. So I'm going to stick a thing of Swiss Miss hot chocolate there. I'm going to put a thing of the little Biscoff cookie there with a little bit of it sticking out. I found these disposable wooden spoons at Hobby Lobby. So there is the front side. Oh, and the SKU number, oops, is, let's see if I can get that, in the top left corner. If you need to look at that online. I forgot to link those. I thought it still needed a little more stuff, so I bought some of these little Hershey's extra creamy hearts from Walmart today. And I have some craft sticks and some tape. Let's go ahead and put, I don't think I need this. Oops. So I'm going to put the lid back on. Put that away. I was going to look for some Ghirardelli chocolate, but one, it's expensive. A little more expensive than I wanted to spend. Two, I didn't like all the wrapper covers, so that's why I went with these, because they're pink and silver, so they'll go with both. So my thought was to maybe cut. Oh, hey, Miss Bonita. She's late. She says she's late, but she's here. It doesn't matter to me if you're late. She said she was on the phone with her mom. So we just took one of these white or craft lunch sacks, and then I cut some paper to mat the pocket, to mat the inside pocket, and to mat the back. So that was the one we did on camera. And so I have some with the craft bag, and then I have this one with the white bag. And so we've put a Swiss Miss packet in. I covered a Biscoff cookie packet with some pink paper to cover the red label. I added a little wooden spoon. And now we're going to take these little craft sticks and Jason says he might need to test that candy. You come in here and get one. I've never seen them before, but I was looking online at Walmart and I thought, hey, those might work. So these are 4.5. So 2 1/4. I was just marking the middle. I'm gonna use my little miter shears to cut these in half. And so I thought about, probably before I cut them, I probably should have measured them. I was just going to tape these to the back side so that I could kind of stick them on the back of these. So I would probably use Scotch tape for this, but all my Scotch tape is not the, oops, where's my other piece? Oh well, not a big deal. Okay, so I have some Scotch tape here. So I'm just going to tape this stick that I cut in half to the back side of, oh, there it is, my craft stick. Oh, that's not going to stay. I might need to glue it. That may not work. In fact, where's my double-sided? Let's try some double-sided tape, at least for the bottom part. See if that'll work any better. That just peels right up. going to use a piece of double-sided tape. See if that'll help stick it down a little better. Kind of. Well, it'll also be inside of a bag, so I'm not going to stress a whole lot about it, but let's put another piece of double-sided tape down. Come on. There we go. And then let's get some more tape. Let's make these a little longer. I'd hot glue it, but then I'd be afraid I'd get it inside the chocolate, or I need a pink one or a silver one though. Let's put a silver one in there instead of two pink ones. Yeah, if I used hot glue, I'd either get it in there or it would melt. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's get a silver one though. So I'm just going to burnish it down. If I was using some, like the Ghirardelli, I would probably just put it in the pocket, and I wouldn't have to put it on a little. And you could probably do the same to these, just put a little piece of double-sided tape down on the paper, but this way they can. I just thought it would be something fun to, you could add it to your chocolate, hot cocoa. Kind of helps. So I'm going to add a little bit of pizzazz. It would look really cute with like pink or maybe some red or white, but I have a ton of this. So you know all the Amazon, when you get an Amazon box or any other kind of package in the mail, it may have some of this brown packing paper with it. Well, I put mine through the paper shredder, and so I ended up with my own shred. I even saved the tops of the paper bags that I cut off to try to put these through the paper shredder. I just haven't yet. So that's the reason I saved those. I also like to add, like, you could either just get like some cheap construction paper, or like I've had this little bucket of like 4x6 scrapbook paper since it's probably as old as Dane, I would imagine. This would be fun to put through a paper shredder just to get all the different colors of paper shred. But since I've already done the brown, I'll just use brown. I know it's kind of boring, but I have it, so let's use it. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of paper shred, and this will kind of help cover up the hot cocoa packet label. So if you just kind of stick it down in there, it'd be really cute with like even a cute little kitty type Valentine. I couldn't find any that I liked. You could use your Chocateur stuff by making some tags out of the chalk suede paper and using the mini icons to make some little cute tags and have some baker's twine hanging out. And I thought about doing it. I just just didn't want to put any more money into these than I already had in them. I want them to sell them I want to sell them inexpensively, and the more work you put into it, the more it's going to cost, and the more you're going to have to sell it for. So the only other thing, and of course I probably don't have any pink or lime green baker's twine. Oh, I do have some lime green. I hardly have any pink. I bet these teals will work on the other one. So we'll get those out. So we'll use lime green on these. So I just want to put a little bit of, I could also dig out some yarn, but let's just use this. So I was going to put, I can find the end. Not that end. Where is the end? There it is. Okay, so let's get some of this. I was only going to sell them for like $3 to $5. I need to go back and calculate what I have put into them. I'd had it figured out, but I've slept since then and I don't remember. So let's get this to where you can see it. Just gonna do kind of like my little typical twine bow, where I just tie this one in a knot. So, Mr. Mathematician, Jason, will you do some math for me? These were $8 for 30, and I believe the Biscoffs were roughly less than, let's just say $3 for 10. I don't even know anymore. So that was kind of how I was figuring what I was going to charge. I think I only had like less than $30 in the whole thing, but that was also before I added the chocolate, but I don't think that would add very much. Everything else is fairly inexpensive. So I'm just going to make some loops. Let's just add a few more loops. Oops. I think if I remember correctly, I was only going to do, I think now that I've added the chocolate, maybe $4 or $5. And then the bags are $3.99. Well, they're normally $2.99 for a 50 count, but this Sunny Side Up Bakery at Hobby Lobby is typically on half off all the time. So I know I don't have I have some invested. I think let's see if I remember correctly. I was going to be able to make I have 20 of the cookies, and I think I was going to be able to make 20. So if I did 20 at $4, that's $80. If I did $3 at 20 of them at $3, that's $60. That's still a big markup. So I'm thinking 3 to 5. Just kind of depends. I also have to keep in mind booth fees and commission and for where I'm selling them. Sorry, that was too much thinking on my part. Jason says he's got about 55 cents in the Biscoffs and hot chocolate. Is that together? It might be a little bit too much of a bow. And I think these Hershey things were, let's see, how many do you get in that? You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26-ish, 27, which is, yep, 3 pieces and 9 servings. So you get 27 in these, and they're about $3 or $4. I also have purchased these at Christmas to put in with the hot cocoa, which would have been really cute for Christmas or winter, but since they were red, I didn't think they were going to work with here. Okay, so I digress. So that's pretty cute right there. So then let's get our, I have a mess. Let's get out our little bags, and hopefully these work. I'm pretty sure these work. Let's get this mess out of the way. Oh, it's driving me crazy. It's probably driving you crazy. And these would be fun for kids to do. Let's put that in there, and then we'll put all of these in here. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Okay, let's get some of this out of the way. Just trying to clean up my mess here. Okay. So here's the packaging for those. They're called extra creamy hearts. Okay, so let's get our little bag out here. And you can make this as fancy or as simple as you want as well. And I hope that these fit. I'm just going to hopefully pop this into the bag. Except I want that to fold over. Oh no. Whew. By the hair of my chinny chin chin, it fits. So this is going to kind of help keep everything together as well. Let's push that down in there. Okay. Let's kind of get it arranged kind of how we want it. I still think it would look cute with some little Valentine tag hanging out of there, or even something down here, which maybe on my next one I'll work. The food I'm putting in each packet costs 70 cents. So yeah, I'd say $3 or $4 to help cover costs. So this has a self-sealing flap, so I'm just going to pop it over the top. And you could even, it's not the prettiest, but you could make a tag, and I might still make a tag for this part down here. But let me see. Let me go get the transfer I was thinking of. Let's see. I'm still here. Let's see. So you could, if you still happen to have any of these chalk suede gift tags in your stash, you could also just make them out of chalk suede paper sheets. You can even just get mixed media paper and do the same thing. But you could, this is this year's mini icon, and this one is called Sealed with a Kiss. So you could chalk any of these sentiments. So this one says love wins, sealed with a kiss, I adore you, hello love, you and me, you plus me equals us, love, hugs, kisses, love. And then this one is like all of the LOVEs scrambled up. So you could use this one. You could chalk it on the chalk suede paper, and then you could like tie it around the middle. You could also use, let's see if I can find any of, I have Valentine's Day in here. Oh, it's back here. You could use, if you have the chalk made kit from 2022, you could use any of these. Popping through with a Valentine for you. Wishes and kisses for you would be cute. So these would be kind of fun to use. Ashley says it's cute. Jason says those are adorable. Thank you. Ashley even says hot cocoa sounds really good right now. Yeah, with it being so stinking cold. These are from 2019. It's the Sprinkled with Love. Any of those would work. That's the same one. Here's another one. 2021 Valentine minis would be really cute. Chocolate as my Valentine would be really cute with these. Any of those would be super cute. You could even chalk, these are the older confection candy hearts from 2020. You could do any of those sayings. You could do any of the Be Mine from the size C one, would be really cute. And then let's get that size C from this year out. Let's see. I have it. Let's see. You could also use, these are kind of big, but they would still work. Maybe in the, like if you chalked them and then stuck them in this pocket instead of the candy, they would work. Like this cute little heart. If you could find some little coffee, they have some, I know, I don't know if it's Taster's Choice or Folgers has the little hazelnut. And Starbucks even has some boxed instant coffee mix packets that you could put in there. You could do a coffee themed favor. You could use tea and use your My Best Tea instead. You could do like a, I know this one is like a boba tea, but so you could use that one. You could use this if you wanted to do some snarky ones. This one is the Sassy Candy Hearts from this year. You'll do Sucker for You, Don't Call, Meh, Be Wine, Hot Mess, Bring Wine, Not Today. I mean, if you had a snarky friend, you could do those. So let's just get one of these out. And we'll just get some twine. And you could do the exact same thing. I would tie it on there. Let's put this through. You could even, instead of just tying it, you could literally just stick some fringe off of the top, off of the tag hole, and just double-sided sticky tape it to that. Is probably what I would do. Less fuss. But there is your cute little hot cocoa packet. I need to fix the top a little bit. Super fun, super cute. You could even, I probably would put the flat maybe on the bottom. But you could make a little tag topper for the top as well if you wanted to. All sorts of ways to make it your own. Let's see, I'll put these back. Lots of ideas, lots of ways you can make it yours. I do think the coffee ones would be really cute. I've seen them where I've got some in mind to make with tea. And you can put the little honey sticks in. If you could find like a little packet of mini marshmallows, those would be cute in here as well. So yeah, those are super fun. There's what the candy looks like. I've got the little cookie back there and then the hot cocoa. They're super fun. Okie doke. I don't think, I was going to look on the chalk site and see if there's anything. I've been so bad about sharing all of the specials and the Club Couture of the month, and there is a winter sale going on right now. Let's just go ahead and, I don't want to do a video. Oopsie. Let's share my screen. Let's go here. We'll share that. Let's go back here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oops. I would prefer that to be bigger. Oh wait, there we go. Spotlight. Okay, this will work. So there is a Creative Kickstart notebook bundle. The Creative Kickstart collection is online. Good Luck Charlie is the color of the month. And then this is the Club Couture for the month. Let's go back to the Winter 2024 collection is live. And the winter sale is going on. So let's go to the winter sale. So if you go over here to specials, and actually let's log out so you can see. So I'm going to come up here to shop. I'm going to come over here to specials. That way you can see your pricing. So let me make sure you can see all that. Yep. Okay. So we've got some old shapes, some former chalkable shapes, out of the box frame, chalkable chip base, some past Valentine's Day transfers. The Hey Sugar one would be really cute as like 5x5 tags for these little packets. The heart candy, lots of past Valentine's Day, the love potion transfer and the cutouts, the welcome words and their chalkable shape cutouts, all of the sports transfers and chalkable shapes are on winter clearance, up to 80%. So you see the difference. This would be like these baseball mitt chockable shapes. As a regular customer, they would be $4. As a Perks member, they would be $2.80. So if you've ever been thinking about joining Perks membership, that is the reason why. Paste and ink singles are buy 5, get 1 free. And that's mix and match. So all of the paste singles and some of the ink singles. Some of the letterboard fonts are on the winter sale. The snowflake cutout patterns. The outside of the box refills. The typewriter and the typewriter font. Those everyday patterns, those are some of my favorites. The 5x7 simple shapes. The bird cutouts. Those are $4 on sale. If you're a Perks member, they're $2.80. So that's part of the winter sale. Let's come out. Oops. And then if you haven't seen any of the Creative Kickstart transfers, they're super fun. This galvanized metal sign is part of the Creative Kickstart. So there's chicken patterns, the tractor, the windmill, the country scene, the quilt patterns, and those will look great on the cozy cottage and the country barn. You have the country kitchen made with love, baker's flower. It was a big 18 by 24. We've got another vintage patterns, the antiques, the vintage sewing machine, the laundry, wash basin and pitcher are fairly popular. Cow print. In the country, it would look great on the 16-inch round. This one says "Giddy Up," and the bottom one says "I run this rodeo." Wild ones never die. Fluent in foul language. And if you didn't appreciate the text, you could just use the rooster. Born to be wild. There's a lucky transfer, lucky farm. This one is my favorite. The love ASL, the ASL numbers, ASL alphabet. There's an Ola, a couple of bathroom ones. This is how we roll, and wash your hands, you filthy animal. The drawstring bag is back. It's a 24 by 32 bag. This would be a great way to get a head start on Christmas gifts. The cookbook stand is back. The shiplap signs, square pillow cover, all of the gilding waxes. And then this is part of the winter 2024. The French garden, the Paris, the honeybee pattern, love, groovy home, I am home. There's a cute little chubby 5x7 rectangle. And then here's some of the new Valentine's Day stuff. So lots of fun stuff. Okay, so let's stop screen sharing. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the evening. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I had a great time. I hope this project made sense to you. I hope you make some of your own. If you do, please make sure you tag me in those or just send me pics of what you make. And with that, I'm going to hop off and, oops, let me do one thing real quick. With that, I'm going to hop off. I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. If you're in my neck of the woods, please stay safe and stay warm tomorrow. It's supposed to be -10 overnight, so be safe if you're out in the morning. Stay warm, and I will see you in my next crafty video. Thanks for watching.